Have you ever heard the phrase preponderance of the evidence? You want to know what it means in regards to a medical malpractice case? Come join me for a moment as I share with you exactly what it means. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. You might have heard the phrase with regard to civil lawsuits where the person bringing the lawsuit has to prove their case by a preponderance of the evidence. Now, what does that really mean? Well, I'll tell you what it means in the most basic facts. It means that we only have to show that we are slightly more likely right than wrong. That's it. We don't have to show with 100% certainty that what we are claiming is true. Instead, we only have to show that we are slightly, just tip the scales ever so slightly, more likely right than wrong. Imagine you're playing football, right? Let's say you've got the football and are running to the end zone to score a goal. Well, do you have to be all the way into the goal in order to score? No. Just the tip of the football has to cross over that line in order for you to reach that goal. That's exactly what happens in a civil lawsuit involving accident cases and medical malpractice cases here in New York. Now, this is totally different than in a criminal case. In a criminal case, the prosecutor has a different burden of proof. Their burden is much higher. They have to show beyond a reasonable doubt that the person who is accused of a crime is in fact guilty. But this is a civil lawsuit where the person is trying to obtain monetary damages, money, as a form of compensation for all of their injuries and their harms and their losses. So now, what is the burden of proof for the person bringing the lawsuit, the injured patient? We only have to show that we are slightly more likely right than wrong. And remember, the jury doesn't have to sit there for days and days and weeks trying to make absolutely certain or to make absolutely sure that what we are claiming is true. Instead, we just have to tip the scales ever so slightly. And once we do that, now you will be entitled to a verdict in your favor. So why do I share this definition of preponderance of the evidence with you? Because this will come up in every single civil trial here in New York. At the end of the trial, the judge turns to the jury and gives them the instructions on the law. And part of that involves the legal definition of preponderance of the evidence. You know, I realize you're watching this video because you likely have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit but have not done so yet and still have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.